Let me take you through TinyTables inside TinyCommand. As soon as you log in, you'll notice the new interface. Everything is cleaner, more structured. You have forms, workflows, tables, emails, and agents. Today, we'll focus on tables. When you open TinyTables, the first thing you'll notice is that you're not just creating a table. You're actually choosing how you want to start. So instead of building from scratch, you get options like finding customers, finding prospect, or even finding competitors. Let's start with the first one. We click on Find Customers, Companies. Here's where it gets interesting. All you need to do is enter your company domain. Let's say tinycommand.com. Then you select your industry. In our case, SaaS. You can choose anything: e-commerce, real estate, consulting. Next, select geography: US, India, Europe, wherever you want to target. Once that's done, click on Search Ideal Customer Profiles. Instead of doing research manually, the AI starts scanning and identifying companies that actually match your ideal customer profile. Once it's ready, you don't just get raw data, you get a proper preview. You'll see company names, URLs, and a full description of what each company does. Their positioning, their audience, what kind of business they are. Before creating the table, you can review everything. You can filter by industry, company size, geography, even funding stage. If something doesn't look right, you don't need to start over. Just click Refetch, adjust filters, and get better results. Once you're happy, click Create Table. And just like that, your ICP research is ready. Let's try a slightly different use case. This time, instead of companies, we want people. So we go to Find Customers in terms of people. The setup remains the same: domain, industry, geography. But the output changes completely. Here, you're getting actual prospects. You'll see LinkedIn profiles, roles, experience, what they do, where they work. This becomes your outreach list, already prepared. You can limit results, name your table, and create it. So within a few clicks, you go from zero to a ready prospect database. Moving to the third one, Find Competitors. Here, you're not searching for customers. You're asking who else is doing something similar. You enter your inputs, run the search, and instantly get comparable companies. So your competitor research is also done in the same flow. No separate tools, no manual digging. At this point, what's important to notice is this entire research layer. Typically, you would use multiple tools for this. Something like Clay for enrichment, Hunter for emails, and other tools for company intelligence. Here, all of that is happening inside one system. Let's move to enrichment. Say you already have some data, maybe a list of names and company domains. Instead of searching again, you can enrich that data. First is Enrich Email. You import your data, click Enrich, and the system finds email addresses for each record, so you can directly start outreach. Next is Enrich Company Info. If you just have a company domain, that's enough. You click Enrich, and you get everything: company name, website, employee size, industry, funding, key people, location, even social links. So from just a domain, you now have full company intelligence. Then comes Enrich Person Info. If you have a name, domain, and maybe a LinkedIn profile, you can enrich the full profile. You'll get job title, experience, education, bio, current role. So your data is not just collected, it's complete. If you don't want predefined flows, you can build your own table. We click on Create Table, give it a name, and start from scratch. Here's where flexibility comes in. You can add columns of any type: text, number, drop-down, dates. But beyond that, you also get enrichment and AI directly inside your table. Let me show you something powerful. We add an AI column. Instead of manually analyzing data, you just give a prompt. For example, categorize leads as hot, warm, or cold based on company size and activity. The AI processes every row and generates that classification for you. No external tools, no manual work. Next, we have formula columns. You can combine fields, create logic, build expressions. For example, merge product name and region, or create calculated values. Once you apply it, the entire column updates instantly. Let's look at how you actually work with the table. You can add records, hide fields, resize rows. You can filter, sort, group data. You can even apply rules to visually organize things. For example, mark hot leads in red, cold leads in blue. so your table becomes easier to read instantly. One of the most useful parts is at the bottom. You can ask questions to AI about your data, like what's the total revenue, what's the growth, or any metric, and it gives you answers directly. You can also switch between different views: grid, gallery, Kanban, and calendar view. So depending on your workflow, you can visualize your data differently. You can create multiple tables, use templates like CRM or content calendar, and manage everything in one place. You can also share these tables with your team or external collaborators just by adding them directly or simply copying a link and setting permissions. So this is TinyTables. From finding customers to enriching data to building and analyzing it, everything happens in one system, which also means you don't need to rely on multiple tools like Clay, Hunter, or separate enrichment platforms anymore. And honestly, all it takes is a tiny command.